Let's go into this tutorial real quick. My customer brought in her wig and she complained of having green pigment on the dark root. I wasn't the one that colored this wig before. She wants me to eliminate that greenish look on this dark root. You can see it looks really muddy. So to eliminate this green pigment on any dark root, watch this tutorial to the end. There is no one way to doing this. First, I'll be using my 50. 50 is level 5 natural and 7/43 in level 7 copper gold. So let me explain further. 5 is level 5 /0 is natural in AP professional color, and also in Soma in most of this color 0 or N is natural. If you see 5N 50 means the same thing. Then 743 4 in Soma is copper, while 3 is gold. As I said earlier, there's no one way to doing this. You can also do 4N or 40 and 643 or 50 and 843, depending how you want the gold to pop out. All this also depends on how you want your dark root to be. And note, when doing dark root on blonde is different from doing dark root on a colored hair. In this formula, I used 5N, 20 gram of 5N, which is 50, and 1 gram of 743, because I just want the red in the copper hue to cancel out the green. Anything that contains copper has red in it. It will definitely cancel out those light green, not those pigmented green. No, those pigmented green has their own formulation that can also cancel out. So because this green is not that pigmented, is not those dark green, so I used a 743, which 4 is copper, and in copper there is red hue in it. So red cancel out green on the color wheel. Okay, I also use 743. 3 is the gold. I wanted it to have this warmness in it because of the kind of blonde this wig is. I wanted it to have this warmness, while the copper is cancelling out the green because it has red hue in it. The gold will give it its warmness, that natural warmness. It will not be just 50. It will not be just natural dark brown roots. Okay, like I said earlier, I used 20 gram of the 50 and 1 gram of the 743. You can also do 60 and 743 depending on the kind of blonde your wig is. You have to have a deep knowledge of your color wheel. Okay, and now I section the hair. You don't have to take a large piece. You take it bit by bit. You just section. I wasn't having my take home with me. I was using my hand to section. So just section it, and please apply generously. You don't manage product because you want to cancel out the green. If not, you will still see some green on this dark root. If you manage product, you will still see some green, and you have to do a double process, which is very, very wrong. And in this formula, I used 5% developer because I just want to add color to the dark root. I want to cancel out the green. I'm not lifting the dark root. I'm only depositing color on the dark root. I'm not lifting. So I used 5 volume developer. 5 volume developer. You can also use your 10 volume developer, but I prefer to use my 5 volume developer since I'm not lifting the root. I'm only cancelling the green and giving it a clean dark root. And the ratio I used is 1:1 ratio, which is 5N I used 20 gram, 743 I used 1 gram, which is 21 gram in total. Then my 5 volume developer was 21 gram, which is 42 gram in total. I mix everything together and I applied generously on the dark root where I'm seeing the green, and where I want the dark root to stop, that's where I stop. Be careful when doing this. You don't want to apply this on all over the hair, except you want to change the color. You don't want to apply this all over the hair. You just want to apply it on the dark root and cancel out the green. Now you know why I use 743, and you know why I use 50, because I want it to be natural brown but still have that warmness in it. And the copper on the 74 we cancel out the green you're seeing in the roots earlier on. Okay, so that will give a very clean dark root without green in it. After applying this on the root, you leave for the full processing time. I left for about 15 to 20 minutes before rinsing it off with extremely cold water, like ice cold water, very cold water. You rinse it out with extreme cold water, wash with your color revitalizing shampoo, and this is what you get: a very clean dark root without green hue in it. You can see it very clean. You're not seeing those green pigments anymore. This is how you cancel green hue on a dark root.